Hello, everyone, and welcome to our meet and greet for Wine Lovers Single Cruise on the Moselle River. My name is September, and my nickname is CJ, and I'm going to be your concierge. And I'm so excited that we are traveling once again. So during this hour, we're going to get to know each other, go through our final vacation details, and make sure we've got everything right. So since we're a small group, actually, if you we could do introductions first. If you want to just say your name, where you're from, past or present occupation, and hobbies and interests are great too, because that way, you know, the poker players can find the poker players, or the quilters can find other quilters, or whatever. You find things that are in common. So I'm just going to go from how I see it on the screen here. I see Mark first with a bear behind him. Hi, Mark.
Hey, yes, I'm Mark. I live outside of Philadelphia in southern New Jersey.
Mhm.
But
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Oh, that's another person there.
yes,
That's what I figured.
that's Siri trying to talk to me when I don't want her to. I live outside Philadelphia, southern New Jersey. I am not a native of New Jersey. I was actually born and raised in Chicago. I've lived many other places.
Mm.
This is probably my 11th or 12th STI trip,
Oh, great.
all in the last 4 or 5 years. Hobbies and things like that, real quick. I actually have 3 careers. My main career is I am Chief Information Security Officer for a division of a major international company. I've been a professional photographer since I was 18. Don't do a lot of it anymore, but still occasionally do some work. And you can sort of see that was taken on an STI trip up in Alaska. And I've also been an EMT and paramedic.
Oh, good.
Since I was 19. And I'm currently president of the one of the local EMS organizations, volunteer organizations. And between those 3 things and, you know, internet and stuff like that, I keep myself pretty busy.
Great. Thank you so much. Good to have an EMT with you as well. That's great. Wanda.
Hi, I'm Wanda. I am in the Minneapolis area, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I'm an executive assistant for a large international company, Cargill, and work from home sometimes and go to the office occasionally. This will be I think this is my 3rd trip with STI. My last one was right before COVID, and that was to Antarctica. So it was an amazing trip. And hobbies, I quilt. You can see my quilt in the background.
Oh, wow. Oh, and I said quilting.
That was my Antarctica souvenir, because there's not a whole lot of shopping in Antarctica.
Oh, that's great.
I do some photography just off and on. I like to bike, and I actually just bought myself an e-bike last weekend, so that's been really fun to do. And golf, I like to golf. I'm a golfer.
Awesome. I love it. Great. Yeah. And Owen, are you there, Owen?
Yeah, I'm here. I live in Annapolis, Maryland, and my traveling companion's here with me. That's Mary Ann. She lives in Easton, Maryland, which is opposite sides of Chesapeake Bay. And I've traveled with STI, I think twice before. After my wife died, I gravitated to them, and Mary Ann's husband died a year and a half ago, so I kind of talked her into it. And this is the first time we'll be traveling with you all together. We just came back from Great Lakes trip on another line. So
Oh,
that's
great.
all. Unless
Wonderful.
Marianne, did you want to
And
say?
Marianne?
Well, I'm Marianne. My name really is pronounced Marianne, but nobody does that the right
I like-
way. So I'm Marianne. I'm retired. I love traveling. I love ballroom dancing.
Ooh,
That's probably it. And I love to travel.
I love it. Where are you from originally, Mariana?
I'm originally from Germany.
Oh, I love it. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very great.
So-
Well, you're going back. That's great. I love it.
Good,
Right.
we have somebody who can speak the language.
I know. This is
Yes.
exciting.
You
Oh, it's
can. Yeah, I can.
wonderful. I love it. You're going to be very handy. Thank you
I'm
so
not
much.
sure about that.
Wonderful. It's so nice to meet you. And when we meet the other ones, we'll of course have a little introductions to them as well. Oh, and me. Yes, I was born in September. Everybody asks me that, the 21st night of September, which is also a song lyric. But my nickname is CJ, so feel free to call me that as well. That's quick. I'm originally from Los Angeles. I graduated from Loyola Marymount University, and I went to a travel school right after that. And I got certified to be a tour director, and I've been doing it since 1996. I've worked for many big companies, but my heart belongs to singles travel, absolutely, because of their great itineraries and people like you that I love to work with. And now I'm in Albuquerque, actually. I live in Albuquerque now, and I have two kids and a great little Shih Tzu dog named Shortcake. I love classic movies and I like singing as well. So there you go. That's a little bit about me. So let me share my screen and let's go look at, I was showing, can you all see that? I was showing Owen and Marianne beforehand. If you were on the Avalon site and you pushed My Avalon, you would get your whole account coming up here with your profile. This part, the excursions and packages. Has everybody looked at the shore excursions that are included?
Mhm, yep.
Yep.
Yep. So that would be the place that you would do that to add. The documentation that brings up, let's see. Thought it brought up your extra travel packet in there. And then of course, if you need to update your profile, add a phone number, wallet, you can add a different credit card, that sort of thing is in there. Let's go to Singles Travel International site. Here we are. Here's our site. Doesn't that look beautiful? If you scroll down, you can see all the different things, your travel documents here. But before we get into that, I also want to show you, if you scroll all the way down, I think some of you have seen this and talked to me and others. It's a great trip chat. So this is really handy, especially during your week getting ready. If you have a question or something that you want to share, just type it in there and we will all get it. You can see all the different information there as well from the different months. So let's go over here to your travel documents. And I think I have it pulled up already. Here it is. So this is your final vacation details. Did everyone get this?
Yeah.
Great. And your checklist, which is getting easier now that we're becoming more open to travel through the world post-COVID. Of course, you need your passport. I'm sure you've all got that. Your proof of vaccination. Now that's required by Avalon. It's not required to enter Germany anymore, but you do need to show your Vax card for Avalon. And a good idea is to take a photo of it or make a paper copy of it or have it in some sort of backup. Because I'll tell you a story. I just did a tour with a different company and the lady didn't have her card. She had left it at home and she didn't have any way to get a hold of it. So I said, is there anyone who can go into your house and take a photo of it? And that's exactly what she did. She found somebody to break into her house and take a photo of her Vax card. So you don't want to go through all of that. So just make sure you've got a backup, a picture, or
CJ, do you know, can we just use an electronic version or do we have to have the actual Vax card?
I would bring the actual Vax
Okay.
card. Because you never know, things might change while we're on the road, and you might have some other local authority that wants you to show an original. So
Okay.
we don't have, authority over it. So I'm going to bring mine and a backup picture. Your
Okay.
travel insurance certificate. So you've all got your travel
Well,
insurance.
no, we do not. What does it look like and how are we supposed to have gotten it?
Let's go down here, has a little bit more information on it. It's not mandatory, but based on our experience, we highly recommend it. Travel Guard is right here. If you click on that, it'll take you to it. And there's the number right there in it. So you can quote and discuss your coverage.
So what
Well, wait
happens?
a minute. I haven't gotten what you're telling me about now.
It's right here.
Travel insurance is basically, it helps to cover you if you have travel delays, baggage delays.
Yeah, we paid
all of
for it, but
that.
I don't have anything to show that.
Oh, who said that?
If
Oh,
you, and if you paid for it, you should have gotten an email with like the
yeah, it's in the
policy
bill.
ID. If
Well,
yeah,
And
Did-
actually, the cruise line, I think, requires it. It's interesting because down here it says passengers will need to provide a copy of their insurance policy.
yeah. So
Mhm,
that, I'm not sure that's true anymore. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
mhm.
With all the changes, who knows?
Yes, that's
Oh.
true.
I do know if you bought the insurance through Travel Guard, if you bought it through the link on the website, you should have had an email. If you called STI and bought it through them, they probably have the policy number you'd have to call and find out.
all right, well, you can pass that for the moment, but
Yeah,
I don't have one and I don't, yeah, here. I got something right here that says in my invoice from STI, Travel Guard, AGI, Travel Guard, Travel Insurance,
Mhm.
and it has billing address. And I mean, we didn't pay for it. Mary Ann says we didn't pay for it.
Well, I can't see the paper if it's an actual.
Well,
Yeah.
that's all right. I don't want to tie up everybody else with our situation, but
Well, I'll make a note of it, and the number is on your final vacation details, Travel Guard's number. So you can also ask them, but it probably is on that sheet too as well, the information that you just found. Okay, great. Let's see, let's go back. Your fit and willing to travel commitment. Has everybody completed that? And you can just do that by clicking here. So if you go to the website and bring this page up, you'll see on number 4, you can just click on it.
yeah.
And
well,
you
we
can fill it
paid.
out.
We paid to have that done by you all.
Okay.
Oh, I
With the-
see. Okay, you've got that done. Okay, great.
But I don't have any proof that you did it. I just assume you did.
Well, I'll tell you, because they have your flight information, that means you probably did it. They did it for you or you did it. Because if you haven't done that, 2 things. 1, Kim would be calling you every day at this point to get you to do it. And 2, they wouldn't have your flight information.
Mhm.
So,
Well, we better.
yeah. So, and you've already, I'm sure you're taken care of with that.
Yes, that sounds good. If you've paid them to do the extra paperwork too. I see. Yeah, great. Wonderful. And then there is also number 5, My Avalon. It's just a click to get right there to the cruise website if you want to look at the your account online like we just saw. Meet and greet. Hey, that's what we're doing. Okay, we can go past that. And this is just more about what we have talked about in here. And then, of course, this page is about our different social events, virtual singles events, which you probably know about. Another great way to get into that site is just clicking right here on your final vacation details. Also, another thing I wanted to mention, we talked about it because it's not on here, is the Avalon Go app, and it sounds like Mark's got it and Wanda's got it. And that's just an app called Avalon Go, where you can see some of your papers and account details. Getting there. I know some of you bought transfers and some of you are going on your own. It's got all the info of the phone numbers you need if you need assistance during your travels, the single travel international phone number. And my phone number is in this second box. There I am. There's my phone number. Please put that in your cell phone. If you get delayed, please call me or text me, as texting is always the best way internationally. Just let me know so I can know when to expect you and know what's happening with you, and just include your first and last name in the text that you send me. But that's my phone number. So I am here for you. I am available. And the best way is put that phone number right into your cell phone. All right, let's see what else we've got. Your airport, of course, baggage. Of course, do not pack money, travel documents, jewelry, medicine in your checked baggage. Another great tip I found that has really helped me is when you get your bag tag, you've checked a bag and you get that little small bag tag, take a photo of it, because then you've got a backup. Because that bag tag, I've had 2 suitcases lost this year, and they can just scan that and they instantly know where in the world it is. It's amazing. So make sure you take a photo of your bag tag. That'll just help you out, just in case you've got, you just misplace it. You've got it in another way. If you do have delayed luggage, make a claim before you leave the airport. And I will can help you, in the recovery process during the week. Hopefully that won't happen. Let's see. Also, before we get into arrivals, about the masks, what's going on, because I did some information on that, just so you know, it is optional on the cruise, masks, but they are required in German airports, on Lufthansa Airlines, and also public transportation in Germany, in case you're getting on a bus or a train or at some point. Just bring some masks and have them handy, because you never know where it might be required, even if it's like a mom and pop shop, that sort of thing, or shuttle buses. So just so you know, that's the news. And of course, things are always changing as they go as well. Arrival flights and transfers. So I've got everybody here and what time they're coming in. And I will be at the Le Royal Hotel in Luxembourg City to meet you. Yes, did someone have a question?
CJ, it's Wanda. They have my information kind of right, kind of wrong.
Oh, okay.
My arrival date is the 24th. I'm coming in on the train,
okay,
not
good.
the 25th.
Okay,
and I
good.
get in at 2:50, not 12:50.
2:50 on
Yep.
the 24th. I'm so glad you told
Yep.
me, because I was looking at that earlier today and I thought, boy, 25th, that would be really cutting it short.
I had to stare at that a little bit to figure out what was wrong with it, because it didn't look right.
Yeah, I'm glad you told me. So the 24th,
Yep.
2:50. Okay,
Yep.
great. And you're coming in by train.
Yeah, from
Great.
Amsterdam.
Oh, excellent. That sounds great. You'll have to tell us all about it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So I will be there to greet you. If you don't see me, again, you can text me if I'm running around the hotel somewhere.
Yeah.
There's my number again. Yes.
So while we're talking about incorrect information, my information isn't quite correct, and I'm pretty sure Renee's information isn't quite correct.
On the arrival?
on the arrival.
Okay.
I actually arrive on the 23rd.
Oh, you're on the 23rd. Hold on, let me get that on my end here. Okay.
So the flight is correct, but the times are wrong.
Okay, let me hold on
yeah,
a second. I want to
okay.
put it actually on a piece of on the paper. Yeah, you remember paper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, here we go. It's so much easier. Okay, so you're the 23rd coming in.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
great.
arrive on the 23rd.
Mhm.
I actually get into Luxembourg at 1:40
Okay,
PM, not 2:15, not that that's a big deal.
okay.
It's it is, that's the correct flight.
Mhm.
So the tons of 394.
Oh, good.
I'm actually staying at Le Royal, but
Mhm.
both nights, but it's 2 reservations because
Mhm.
I when I booked my flight, American Express had a special because of the flight I booked.
Mhm.
I got a certificate that's paying for most of the hotel the first
Oh,
time.
nice. Okay, great. So you will be there on the 23rd. That's
Right.
great. So I know to look for you,
Right.
for all that good stuff. I'll be coming in the 23rd in the morning. So yeah, I shall be there. That's good to know.
And
Um,
then I know from talking with Renee,
mhm.
you know, like she she also gets in on the 23rd,
Okay.
and it's more like not at 10:45 PM,
Uh-huh.
but at like 7:30 PM.
7:30 p.m. on the
Right.
23rd.
And
Okay.
I think she's
Mhm.
also staying at the Le Royal, but made her own
Mhm.
reservation for the
Mhm.
20:30.
Okay.
And I think
Okay.
she's made her own arrangements to get to the hotel.
Oh, has she? Because
Yeah,
for some reason it shows a
yeah,
transfer from.
yeah. I think she,
Okay.
like, because they had it the wrong day,
Okay.
basically she canceled that.
Oh, she did. Okay, good.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. That's good to know.
Yeah, right.
So, because I thought it was an awful late transfer.
Yes,
Sometimes they don't do them that late.
right,
So, okay, great. So you guys are on your own taking taxis or
right,
Ubers. Okay,
right.
great. And she'll be there about 7:30 that night. Okay, wonderful. Well, this is
Yeah,
awesome. This is
yeah,
great to know. That's the great thing about these meet and greets is we can
yeah.
share information of when we're coming and all that good stuff. So excellent. Wonderful. Okay, so it looks like we're set on that. And let's go down here. Got more hotel information, a little bit about the schedule, basically, not any times in there. We'll make the daily, be making a daily schedule every day. Now you probably did get the little weekly. I've got it here, in your packet. And you'll see that there are some blank lines because we don't have the exact times of what they're doing on different things on the ship. So every day I'll make up a schedule. So either you can bring the weekly to jot in times, or I'll have a nice copy where you can make a photo of it for the different activities or games that we'll add through the week just for us, exclusive Singles Travel International.
So CJ, is that your weekly?
Yes.
Okay,
Did you
so
guys get this?
I don't think it was ready when they created the travel documents, so no.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, it's basically almost like a journal because
Yeah.
the times aren't in there. It's just a blank line.
Okay,
So it's something you can add your own notes, your own times for the excursions. So it's helpful tool. And I am gonna find out when you're getting that. They might have
okay.
just put them in I haven't gotten my box of goodies I'm bringing to you. Which
Yeah.
is, like part of the suitcase I bring. So it's probably
Are we
Probably, yeah.
supposed to be expecting anything hard copy mailed to us? Or is it all electronic?
I'll have some welcome envelopes of hard copy stuff to give you when I
Okay.
see you and
Right.
when you depart. So
Okay.
all of that stuff I am bringing with me.
Okay,
So-
but we shouldn't
so
be
you know.
expecting anything from STI before we leave, right?
Sometimes they do, and I'm not sure. I'll have to
Okay.
check if it's
Okay.
probably in my box. It could switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah. So there you go. So there's that. And then what else? We talked about shore excursions. And this is great. The Singles Travel International Signature Experience. This sounds so beautiful. The Eltz Castle. Wow, which has been in one family for hundreds and hundreds of years. And we're going to get a guided tour of it. It just looks like a beautiful fairy tale castle. So we'll have that as an exclusive event. That's an extra bonus shore excursion, the Eltz Castle. We'll have every night for our dining. It starts at 7. I will go down early and hold some tables because they don't hold tables like other cruise lines because they want people to mix and mingle. If there are people who want to come early to dinner, a little before 7 to help me get, 2 big tables, that would be great. So just for dinner, come on time because I can't hold the tables, for too long. Just come down and look for me in the sign that says Singles Travel International. And I'll do that for breakfast and dinner and lunch and all of that.
I have a question
Mhm.
regarding gratuities on board. Is it
Mhm.
possible that you can prepay the gratuities all at once, either at the beginning or at the end? Or do we have to take actual money along and pay?
You do need some money. I think it's a part in here about the gratuities. You can add it. Here it is. It's on page 12 of your final vacation details. All
Okay.
gratuities for the cruise director, crew members, just tell them you want to add it on.
Who do I
Um,
tell?
It
No, no,
would be
wait,
at
wait,
the-
wait. But CJ, so, the actual gratuities for the crew are included,
Oh, you're right. You're right.
right?
I'm sorry.
Right. I mean,
You're
you
all
can
right.
do extra,
You're right.
and I'll appreciate it, but the gratuities for the crew are included. What is it?
Okay.
Yeah. And even the tour guides on the excursions are included.
Right.
So really the only gratuities
Mhm.
are yours.
Right, which is
Well,
the second part tells you about the
Right.
suggested compensation
Right.
for singles travel. And you're right. Thank you for, I was thinking it is included, but when you start to talk about, I thought, oh, if you want to add on, you can
Yeah.
tell them to add.
Yes,
Right.
certainly.
Yes, thank you. No problem. Okay, so there is that. And also, of course, any extra little tipping you want to do off on restaurants on your own in the villages too.
Yes.
Of course, you'll want to have some extra money for that. Let's see, where am I going? Back over here. Here it is. Theme nights. We're gonna have one, red or white, pretty simple. Just come either dressed red or white as your favorite wine. What is your favorite wine? Maybe you're both. I don't know. It would be interesting if we come all red or all white, or I think we're probably a combination.
Yes.
So we'll do that. I might be rosé. I don't know.
Well, depends if you wash your red and your whites together, then you're rosé.
That's right. You could be. Bring a joke or share your gift, like Marianne said. You know German. Maybe you can. That would be wonderful for us to learn a couple of German words as we go, or ballroom dancing, whatever it is that you would like to share. We all love to learn from each other because we are a team. And if you have your international T-shirts, bring them along. So, as well. You'll need some adapters. That's another paragraph here about the electrical current. Smoking only on the sky deck. Nice. We have hair dryers, ladies. That'll be good. Our departure information, it's all in here. When we're leaving, and Avalon transfers will take us to the airport. A couple of you are going on the post-cruise hotel package with me. And so here it is, Westin Grand Frankfurt that we'll be at. And that will be lovely. We'll have another meal together. The weather I have seen, yeah, it's like early 60s from what I can see. Cloudy, we'll probably definitely have some rain at some point. So bring some rain gear if it's a weatherproof rain jacket, umbrella, all that stuff. I always say that layering is the best idea for traveling. So you can adapt to the temperature changes like an onion, you peel one layer off. So little thin layers are very good. Comfortable walking shoes as well. All that good stuff that will help. And then there's other different little information. We went through all of that. And yep, I think we've covered the final vacation details of what's on there. So you'll get the weekly in the envelope that I give you, this one that I kind of briefly showed. In your packet, I'll have a nice welcome packet for you when I see you. And it'll be great. It will be beautiful to travel once again. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy that we are finally getting out there. Is there any questions? I know there's questions, and I've got my little list of different ones that came up. Let's see. I think we're pretty good. I know Owen and Marianne, you had some questions still on your Avalon, and I can answer those more one-on-one after all of this, if you would like. And I think it's so exciting.
So CJ, do you know, are we gonna get luggage tags from Avalon, or because they're so small, they just, they just give you a tag and write your cabin number on it?
Right, that's what I've seen with small ships, is usually they have the tags and they see your bags, they tag it and write it on as they go. That's what I'm thinking, but I'll do some research on that too. Yeah. Right. And then away it goes. The ship is only like a couple hundred people to begin with. Yeah.
Yeah, because the other thing is, I think that like the night of the 24th, there's actually an Avalon person at the hotel.
Yes, that's right.
So it could be they come with a bunch of luggage tags to give people.
Right. There is an Avalon representative at the Lavoie Hotel. And I believe there'll also be a welcome briefing that they will have in a room for everybody. And I'm hoping that maybe afterwards we can use the room or space just for us to have a little welcome briefing too of our own. So it'll be nice. He'll be able to answer all of our questions when we get there. Right. So from what I've seen and heard, and people have told me that it's going very smoothly. I mean, of course, in the post-pandemic world, we're not quite up to, let me stop sharing here. We're not quite up to speed yet because of the labor shortage throughout the world, in the airlines and restaurants and maids and all of those things. But it sounds like Avalon's doing a good job. Although with everything going on, we all have to just, as I say, just take an extra scoop of flexibility along with us, flexibility and respect. So if we go with the flow. And as much of a scoop as we bring is equal to the enjoyment that we get out of our trip, which is something that I heard Rick Steves say recently. And I thought, oh, you know, he's right. It's going to get better. And we're getting there. So
How many people were on this ship?
it's about 200.
Uh-huh. And how many are we? SDI.
Just nine plus me, 10. Yeah.
Oh,
So it'll be very
okay.
nice. So you'll have a lot of very good detailed, you know, help from me. Of course, I am here for you. I'm available. You have my phone number. You'll see me at all the meals. So, and then I'm going to add extra activities, games, things that we can do either during happy hour or during free time. And then also just walking around and going to explore these neat villages as well.
So I don't know if everybody is flying directly into Luxembourg or if they're overnighting somewhere. So for example, I'm overnighting in Amsterdam, which is requiring that I have a vaccine declaration form. So if anyone is overnighting somewhere else before they come to Luxembourg, they may want to double check what the requirements are for that country. It's like Paris or Amsterdam. Just a heads up. I do a lot of travel coordinating for my job, so I'm pretty familiar with having to have these extra forms. So I have my document here for Amsterdam all ready to go. So, but if you're not staying over somewhere in another country before Luxembourg, then it doesn't matter.
Oh, but that's a great tip. It really is, because Germany is open. You don't have to show that. But it's surprising that Amsterdam, you still have to. So it's interesting. And and the requirements by arriving by air is certainly different than when you're just going through, you know, on the borders and all of that.
Right.
I went to Italy a month ago and I was surprised. They also had masks, the KN95 masks you have to wear in the subways, and everybody complied. I thought the Italians would be like, oh, but they realized that transportation is really where you need it the most when you're in that small enclosed.
Yeah, and I have to do that on the train from Amsterdam to Luxembourg.
You have to wear your mask.
Yep.
Yep. Right. And wherever we are with masks, we all have different personal needs and all of that, as the airlines say, but that we all respect each other's choices, whatever way, when we have the option, you know, on the cruise and all that. But it sounds like Germany is pretty strict with the public transportation masks. So yeah. Good to know. That's a good piece of information, Wanda. I didn't realize it's so different with Amsterdam. Yeah. All right. Well, if there's any other questions, you know, you put them in the chat, of course, and just let me know. I've got some different things I'm going to be looking into. And if I find any other information, I'll put it on the chat as well. All right. Well, great. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to stop the recording now. And